Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night, I fall down in the middle of the night, screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night, screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night, screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night, screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. Love's too deep, you know your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep.
I wonder, is it worth living now? They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked the pieces from my childhood in a broken house and heal my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Feel like I'm zoned out, put my phone down, damn it's cold out. Plotting on a rollout, we took our own route, really on our own now. These them winter schemes, plotting for better dreams, cooking flows and melodies for OGs with felonies who've been locked since the 70s. You gotta pray for enemies with jealousy, they only feed off the good-hearted, just don't bargain. Stay in your lane and keep hogging. Know that you a target and gotta finish what you started. Life of being an artist, gotta show them where your heart is. Put your all and keep calling, keep going, don't stall it. Don't follow what they all been wishing out. Just be yourself and it'll work out. I wonder, is it worth living now? They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked the pieces from my childhood in a broken house and heal my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Yeah, living in doubt could be the death for you. It's only a few days that'll rap for you, and really ones that'll step to you and let you know when you wrong at instead of letting you ride away in your soul. Rather be whole and pure in my spirit. This life never ending until you near it. A lot of shit to bear with. Sometimes you don't wanna share it, but don't keep it in cause you fear it. It's an epidemic sound and you can see right where I'm headed. I'm elevated, oh yeah. We was waiting, oh yeah, to make a statement. It's clear the way them boys persevere. Yo, we taking the stairs. Don't let them get in our air. They go watch, I'ma stare. Tell them pull up a chair. God gon' answer our word. Living now. They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked the pieces from my childhood in a broken house and heal my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out.
I'm gonna work
So
it
much that
out.
can happen.
Say, tell yourself again, I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna work it out. Another quick live, you guys, because I gotta make a run. Yuck Mouth is in the house. One Papoose is in the house. Yep. I'm gonna start this off like this, right? Because remember what I talked about earlier about the demons, the devils want to steal your joy. I'm gonna need to explain to this numbnut exactly what he just tried to post up on me. I'll even give him the number, but I ain't gonna even go that far within it. I'm not gonna get that far in it, right? Because you can easily pick up the number and find out the information for yourself. I assume that most of you guys that has been coming over here quite a bit, rocking and rolling with me, seeing my hustle every day, clocking in, clocking out. 24 years in the making of my job. So there's no need for me to hustle anybody out here. I believe in karma. And I know if you do wrong, it's going to come back and bite you back in the ass. I've been lately preaching about doing bad, right? Preaching about doing bad. Well, let me see if I can get this up right quick because I got to make a run. Soon as I get home. Hold on. Like, seriously, dude? Like, seriously? Okay, that's right here. So, in order to fire back some shit out his Cracker Jack box, right here, you guys. Right here. This right here. This is how you got the fire back. This is it. You know you're real good with defamation of character. Yeah, you are. Let me see if I can get me on here right quick, you guys. I'm still kind of new to this stuff. I'm gonna do that. There I am, right over here, and then I am going to make me big. Make me bigger. Warning. This is what this knuckle brain head boy had to say, right? And of course, because I've done a couple of commentaries about Don Russell, let's throw that in there. A nigga so goddamn nervous about it. You're misspelling words, Jack in the Box ass boy. You're misspelling words. That's because you're all over the place. You don't know what to do or what to say. You got to make up some shit. Normally, when you make up some shit, you get a little nervous with something. You know, I heard you tell the people about your speech impediment. That you know, but we all knows when it happens and why it happens. It comes from a lot of lying. It comes from your brain is overloaded with trying to put shit out there on people that you shouldn't be doing. That's what it is. It's just a particular way of, you know, God working with some people. But you know what I'm saying? It's just that. I understand it, but let's go. Here you are right here. I just now seeing this, but it says that you did this 2 days ago. Warning. This is a money grab. I'm going to read your spelling correctly. This is a money grab. It's a money grab. It's a money grab reaching out to Mr. Kelly's supporters to see if they would love to make their way over to New York to help support with more voices. That's a money grab. This is what I told you. You're dumb than a fuck. You're dumb as a fucking goat. This was done for your guy. For your guy. To bring people out. For your guy. Yeah, your guy. The Minty. Your guy. This is what this idea was supposed to happen for, your guy. But you go and tell the people that this was a money grab. I'm not on my ass all day like you and others. Pap has a hustle. Pap get hers honestly. I do. And you know that too. Because you see me, you watching this shit. I'm in and out of this goddamn place like a thumbtack going into the wall constantly. In and out. I'm punching it in and out, in and out. This is the same lady that was vouching and supporting Don Russell. This same man that was said in the court today that tried to take down R. Kelly. try to make the RICO Act stick. A lot of us can insinuate that it was brought to light out of your anger. Don Russell, in my opinion, took over the limelight out here, hurt your little butt feelings. You got butt hurt. Had your little one day on the video with the news with the sisters. That wasn't enough for you. Someone else comes out here, and I'm going to read a few of them, bro. I got about at least 5, 7 articles over here with Don Russell name in it. I do. Not yours. I only got yours over in that other news article about that shit with that baby and all of that shit there. You ain't got no good news out here, bro. You got all sour ass news out here. You ain't even make it that in the news, the main news media stream. So I can see why you're a little bit butthurt and wants to keep tying me into this shit. I don't know none of these people. Am I able to speak about them freely off of public opinions out here from what I see? I am. Obviously, you didn't understand what I meant about my brother's keeper, no matter how I said it and when I said it, you didn't. And that's what I saw at that time. I also said that if this was something that Don Russell was doing intentionally to harm Mr. Kelly, that he will reap what I sow. I am not the one to come out to say what this man is supposed to get or anything. I don't know what he was doing. I just went off the fucking articles out here and his statement and a whole bunch of the commentary that was out here. Just threw together what a brother's keeper usually does because he had portrayed the signs about that. About that world. He did. You said on here that this is the same lady that's out here supporting because I spoke on him. Okay. To make the RICO stick in hand. Now, why support? Why support one Pat or one papoose or one stank puss or yuck mouth? You know, you just showed that just those right there. Those are signs of bitterness. So signs of bitterness. You're bitter about something. You're bitter about something. And you're showing it right there. You do. I don't want to think about me, though. I don't pretty much call you out your name. Call you Booker. And that's only because of a request. You said, you motherfuckers keep your name out your mouth. You never had to answer to book them. However, whether if I'm talking about you or not, you didn't have to answer that shit. But see, one papoose is my name. That's my name. So for real, it's papoose. I just threw the one on there because I couldn't use papoose. We all know who papoose is. So there's the event that I literally tried to, do with the people. Thought that some people would love to go over to help the other ones out down there. I'm gonna break this down to you since you didn't bother to break it down to yourself. And you can go and look the number up if you want to, and you go and ask that man or that company, how much would it have charged for 2 big charter buses that seats 56 people to travel from Chicago all the way over to New York? You do the math. You go and you argue with them. But how is it that I was going to be able to hustle up on taking money from this when all of the money was going to the charter bus company? Huh? How? How am I going to make money off of this when I would have had to pay my share as well? Are you fucking stuck on stupid, or stupid is stuck on you? It's one or the other, but you're going to need to fix that struggle and pull one of them bitches off because they got you struggling. You're struggling now. And it's pathetic. You show patheticness in a man, period. I don't know you from a can of paint. That's your world. And I'm not trying to get in it like a squirrel. Not at all. To get nail fucking nut from you. None. Do your thing. I'm not bothered by you, and you should not be bothered by me. But when you go and you post some shit like this right here, yeah, you're bitter. You're bitter. Warning. this is a money grab. A money grab from who? Do you not think that the people that corresponds with me is good people? Do you think that the people that would have chosen to go was going to be stupid enough to not fact check things, and I wasn't going to give them the information and the company's name? Did you think that? See, that's what honest people do. But I get it. You're such a fucking nut, like I said. It's stuck on stupid, and stupid is stuck on you. It's just simple as that. It is. Stuck on stupid, nigga. You're stuck on stupid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are. Let me get rid of that, you guys. Now, where and why did I do the My Brother's Keeper? And I have to say, I could respect how people feel and the things that they say when it comes to Don Russell. That's your opinion. And I was entitled to have my opinion as well, right? So these stories came out. Welcome. They did, came out. The first story came out about Don Russell when he first came on. And it was that news story where the cameras came out and he was standing down there and he was telling the people about, the videotape and how some things may have been taken to protect himself. He talked about how he was around years ago, but he had to go and he had to do something. And obviously that's not a fact. That's not a false lie. He did. I just got done watching a fucking indie fucking commercial. So you ain't got him like you think you got him. I'm gonna let you know that for a fact of that. He still goddamn commercial, still going real. When I say real, I just looked up on it. Here I am sitting over here thinking, nigga, your police ass was about to go get him. What I've done? I did. I thought you was gonna get him. I did. That nigga just put out whole goddamn major commercial for his goddamn business. What you doing over there, RoboCop? What you doing? You ain't got him yet? See, I can't get him. He ain't done nothing to me. What up, Empress Boo? I saw Beauty in the chat earlier. What up? What up? What up, ladies? Hey. You ain't done shit to him. All you've been doing is but see, this is more your mentee. This is your guy. So when you express that, and after all of the information that had dropped about Don Russell, I can go on and on and on, nigga. I got everybody's fucking articles right here to my left. Like I told you, what you think I don't read shit? I watched the video. I watched it all. What I watched and listened and heard from Don Russell, which made pretty sense to me, but a little bit stupid crazy on his behalf, was a risk. Took a risk. I also heard him come out and tell people publicly what he did. I don't know if you got that fucking memo. Maybe you missed it, but he did it. He was on TBD. He told you right in your fat motherfucking face. Now I'm about to call you fucking names because you won't lay up off the names. You won't rest the fucking names. So let's do the name call. Then I'm gonna post your fucking picture up, nigga, where you done dived in the corner on the car with every last one of your bottom teeth, nigga, toe into that fucking corn like 5 fucking sharp knives. And you got the audacity to want to talk about somebody and you don't have no room to do so. Not until you get that motherfucking sweat vest working over there. Roasting is what I do. I'm just a little too old for it. I'm a little too old for it, though. It's fun. I like to kick it like that, though. But here in the inner city press, so then I'm going to tell you, I got a whole fucking notebook, word for word, of what he did on Nick at Night. I have to find the other tablet. It's probably 10 over here, boy. I got to get a little bit more organized. That's shit over here for your ass, nigga. I just ain't got a file on your motherfucking ass because you wasn't worth me, goddamn it, using 1 ounce sheet of fucking paper over here. None. Not none. But I think this, let me see if this one is it here. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go through this one right here and tell you what he said. Russ, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to keep this little shit in order. I gotta scan all of this stuff. You know why? Because it's gonna be a great memory to have over here. And it was a great learning process. This whole Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case was a great learning process. Put a one in the chat if you guys really have learned some things that you didn't know about the law, some things that you did know about the law, and the crooked ass motherfuckers who came out here and twisted a whole bunch of shit up like this fat motherfucker. I said it once and I said it twice. At this point, I don't give a fuck how you related to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You ain't completed one fucking mission to help Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's what my eyes see. That's what I see. That's what I see. Y'all get the likes up in the chat because today, for about 15, 20, 30 minutes, it's going to be the motherfucking day because I don't like to talk about people. I'm scared of karma. I'm scared of karma, but I'm going to be okay with whatever my punishment may be. If I trip up the stairs, I understand who's at work and who's in power. So don't never get that misconstrued. I understand this whole game of fucking life. I done played it many times. Many times. Many times. Y'all get the likes up, please. Just help the channel. Help the channel. That's it. With the likes. So he come on the channel. He's on the news, right? He was on the news. He told you this. He said he was this. He said he was that person. He was this person. He also said, in case a lot of people missed the memo of when he came back, he had a private conversation with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. We don't know if that was true, but the same way people sit out here and put their faith in certain people truthness out here, that's your prerogative. I chose to put mine in this one. I have nothing to do with fucking Don Russell. Not a goddamn thing, but I listened to him. I listened to him. Everything that he said that was going on actually fucking happened. Don Russell called out every fucking single name of those people. Cheryl Mack, he was calling them all out one by one by one. And you take this man, Don Russell, the one that fat ass don't like no more because he didn't get enough media motherfucking attention to tell the fucking world how he was a fucking goddamn mentee that can't do a motherfucking thing because he ain't got no fucking money to do shit with. That motherfucker over there, him. See, this man over here was able to do whatever and be where the fuck ever. That motherfucker owned a whole motherfucking bit. I'm looking. And it's undeniable, fat ass. That motherfucker got a whole brand new fucking commercial indie popping right motherfucking now. And I can't find a goddamn thing on your motherfucking ass but food, nigga. But food, that's it, and that's all. I will drop the link so you can bring your fat ass in here and get the motherfucking work, but I don't want your toxic ass nowhere near me. Nowhere the fuck near me, none. You get none of that fucking play. Should have just left this at a one papoose and motherfucking book them show, because that's what the fuck it's gonna be until the fuck I get off this goddamn YouTube and find me something more constructive to fuck to do. That's what it's gonna be. He said it all. He told you every single word, step by step, all the way from downtown with that news, with that Cub hat on that he had on, his jacket on, walking him up out of the thing. And I'm going to put this on record. If Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly felt any shake or shadiness or crookedness or and violation or whatever, he should have pushed Don Russell ass up out the fucking way when he was walking him out that cell. That's what he should have did. But I get it. People gonna say, well, he didn't know then. He didn't know then. The man said that he came back after he found out that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's money was disappearing. So that tells me that R. Kelly money was already fucking gone. Don Russell wasn't here. How the fuck is he gonna be over there building an indie bill and then over here taking motherfucking money at the same fucking time, right in R. Kelly's face? How the fuck is that fucking possible, Book? You explain that shit to the world out here. You the fucking mentee. You the one got all the facts and the fucking receipts, nigga. Put the receipt up of why you really mad at that nigga, because you got no motherfucking camera play. Nigga, because you got no pedestal. Oh, cameras only shined on you on one motherfucking time, and the best you can do is get your ass up there to myself. Well, I'm the motherfucking Minty. I'm the Minty. That was it, nigga. That's your resume, nigga. But then I'm looking at two fucking resumes, and I got that in my fucking phone. You want to put that shit out where you clearly want to compare your fucking resume against Don Russell's resume? Is that what the fuck you was doing? And then you put that in, insert how you a trans fucking gender, nigga. I read the shit. I have the shit. You post some shit like that up against another grown ass fucking man who got credentials fucking impeccable over your motherfucking ass. He's a businessman. You a rabbit motherfucking man. You a hopper, a rabbit, no going where motherfucking nigga. That's what the fuck you are. You a rabbit ass nigga. You just bounce around looking for motherfucking trouble. This motherfucker over here, he was, and I'm gonna have to say he still is, because that nigga just popped a whole new goddamn commercial. Did you see it? Go check that shit out, boy. That motherfucker just popped a whole motherfucking commercial. Why? He is in fucking trouble. See, because the courts didn't tell him that he couldn't continue on with his business. They just gave him stipulations about what the fuck he can't do. But let me read this one fucking article to you. Then I'm going to read you exactly what the fuck Don Russell came out here and said what the fuck was going to happen. He even told you about the taxes, right? Then the article and shit came out talking about how much of Mr. Kelly taxes was cleaned up. Who cleaned them up, Book? Who cleaned them up? You have no idea. The shit that I want to say to your ass, boy, it don't make no sense. It don't, but because I'm not that person. I'm not that person. Who cleaned his taxes up, Book? You mean to tell me that he allowed a woman, which was Don Russell's mother in the past, help do his taxes? But because they didn't get finished cleaning up and some things had happened, you mean to tell me that Don Russell's mother, who they talk about, really liked her, say she helped him a lot? You mean to tell me they just like that and turned on R. Kelly and start taking all the money, stop paying the taxes and fucked him? Seriously? An elderly woman. Seriously. No, that was the narrative that yo ass and Sharon Winbush tried to call, make the fucking phone calls, get in people's head and all that motherfucking bullshit. You don't even want to talk about why the fuck Sharon Winbush wouldn't understand, let alone your fat motherfucking ass. They didn't call your ass because they knew for a fact that your ass was a character. And I quote, unquote that motherfucking word, a character motherfucking witness. They don't know which one of you motherfuckers was going to be up there to testify in his defense, nigga. Were you going to be Jane or were you going to be Joe? They don't know. They didn't want to take a chance on your ass. You don't know shit. You speculate shit, nigga. You're a speculating ass motherfucker. It says clearly right here. Told you what he did. He told everybody what he did. He said that he made that phone call. It was made. But see, the article also says, though, that who was arrested for that? Wasn't it Mason? Wasn't it Mason? Wasn't it Mason? Put a one in the chat. Wasn't it Mason? Well, it wasn't him. He told you that. I did this and I did that. I'm sorry for that. But he also assumed that what he thought, and I'm just going to put it out there, that you know what? We could possibly, we gonna help him. We could possibly get away from this. We need to stop this goddamn Lifetime series movie. That's what I assume what his intentions were. I don't know another nigga, and if you do, nigga, you fucked up, that is going to shoot themselves in the foot, take a risk, knowing that the risk was very slim for it to not happen. Do you not remember the article where it said that his mother tried to talk him out of it? His mother, but you took that story and you twist that shit, because that's what you're good at doing. You twist that shit. His mother, it's in the articles, bitch. I got it over here. You're a bitch today because you can't stop calling my fucking me all of other than you. I was okay with you doing the stank puss. You just had to go above and beyond. So we gonna take it above and fucking beyond. That's what we gonna do. I don't know Don Russell, numb nut ass motherfucker, but I was entitled to put my opinion based on all of the stories that I read to come up with a commentary on how a my brother's keeper act and do. And what I read and what I saw, he had that man's back. But because of your fucking envy and your fucking jealousy, you turned that shit. You did. Wasn't nobody else. It was your motherfucking ass. You did that. You did that. You did that. He wasn't called to the stand. None of that shit. He was used in it. He was used in it. It was part of their narrative from the prosecution. Now, one would wonder how they got all of that. And it's because of him himself. He stuck his neck out a little bit too far. I know it's hard for us to believe, well, you know, they're saying that he did this under the control of R. Kelly. But Bookham, you pushes the narrative that Don Russell is the reason. You push that. And I can't help but to notice that you only say one name. I'm going to have to ask the chat for this because I don't have all the names written down. What did they say that the enterprise, or who did they say makes up the enterprise? What people did you guys see on that fucking stand? Huh? Or I'm not see, I apologize. That we heard through the transcript readings and all of the colorful pictures that they were putting up. It wasn't just Don, but you failed to mention all of the other people. And I'm trying to see how you making sense with that. This man is what you're saying right here. This man who came out here and told exactly everything of what his charges are. Yeah, he did. He told you every fucking thing. He did. Took that, he took this, he did that, he did that. But he also, according to my notes, was telling you every single thing of what is happening to R. Kelly. I tried to decipher. I really did, Bookham. But as I was listening to the transcripts and everything that's going on, and I kind of went back to look at my notes about the shit that Don Russell was saying. And I was like, oh my God, those are the fucking names. Those are the names from the goddamn, the Jane Does and all of that shit. He didn't miss one. He pretty much didn't miss none of them that showed up and testified against your boy. He didn't. He called it out. Now I was shocked though that about it was damn. Cheryl Mack, because he told you. He kept saying Cheryl Mack, Cheryl Mack, Cheryl. He kept saying all these fucking names, right? And by golly, they all showed up to testify against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But how did the prosecution has to strengthen? How did they strengthen their story? They had to put some sauce on it at the end of it. They used Don Russell, Cass Jones, and that damn boy Arline. I hope I'm saying his name right. And if I'm not, I apologize. Yeah. They also use that to strengthen his story. And one could only wonder, though, Bookham, is it because of how much hooping and hollering and hooping and hollering and hooping and hollering that you did against this man? How much of that? It's a thing that's called taking a plea against yourself, meaning that he would probably had to plead guilt against himself by admission. I did this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So the prosecutors at some point said, well, you know what, you won't have to do this, because you know what, if they really wanted to have him on that stand, according to your language and the way you put Don Russell out there as this horrible person that's against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, of stealing his money, stealing the fucking music, when I'm listening to your motherfucking ass over there playing it all. A couple of months ago, you know, get it all from Jet Filey. Nah, nigga, where you really get it from? Where you really get it from? But you got it. I can't understand if Don Russell had all the fucking music, nigga. If you wasn't so mad at him, maybe you could have got some from him. maybe. But this is what this one here says, though. Bookham. You know, R. Kelly case, Don Russell, they freed him on bond. Freed him on bond, charged him with interfering with alleged victims. Interfering. Now let's ask yourself this $1 million fucking question, Booker. Why would a nigga who's against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly interfere with the women? If he was against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, why wouldn't he just sit back and let them do all the fucking dirty work that they wanted to do? They didn't need his fucking help. Why wouldn't he just sit back and chill? Why would he interfere, Book? Why? With the alleged victims. Oh, let me remind you, so that you can send in of intimidating of the fucking witness. Oh, well, that makes sense. That makes real logical fucking sense. Yeah. Because you protected, in my fucking opinion, the witnesses, these alleged victims, way more than the fuck you did anybody else out here. You did. You were scared to touch on any one of these motherfuckers. It wasn't to keep your fucking hands clean. That's just my fucking opinion. Could it be that you just really not for your fucking mentee? Could it be that? Nigga, because you wasn't going to break a fucking nail that much other than that fucking goddamn video that you down there talking about some you the mentee. That's the only motherfucking sweat you put up in there, and that was for publicity. Fucking publicity stunt. That's all the fuck it was. That's all it was. Hello, everybody in the chat. On August 13th, says that Kelly arraignment amended in the COVID-19 pandemic on April 30th before the U.S. Court of Eastern District of New York, and it was a short, not guilty plea. That's what he pleaded, not guilty. R. Kelly did. And that was under Cheryl L. Pollack. It was a short, not guilty plea, okay? And it says here that it revealed that the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago has a new medical report on R. Kelly that may become part of a renewed bail application. Inner Press Live tweeted here. And there was more on this guy's Patreon, but I never went to it. There 3 separate criminal complaints were unsealed back on August the 12th. Says that it was unsealed with in the federal court in Brooklyn, charging the defendant Richard Arline, Don Russell, Michael Williams, respectively. Crimes relating to their efforts to harass, intimidate, threaten, corruptly influence individuals named as alleged victims in the racketeering case against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm going to ask your fat ass one more time. Where do you find a man or men that interferes in some shit to get themselves in trouble and harm another man at the same time? What? When you already have these alleged victims or accusers or whatever they are that was doing the damn work anyway. They was already doing their whole goddamn setup shit. He didn't need to jump into that. If anything, he didn't. He didn't. But wouldn't it be the other way around though, Booker? Wouldn't it be that he helped the victims? Wouldn't that have been that way? You don't stop the victims from doing the damage. That shit just don't make sense. I know, CTE ass motherfucker who just got a fucking CAT scan 3 days ago to figure out that he had a fucking CTE from when he played fucking foosball when he was 15 years old. They're gonna put that motherfucking little high school ass fucking picture up. Water boy ass motherfucker, you ain't completed shit in your life. I ain't trying to downgrade you, but nigga, you ain't been successful in really nothing. Really nothing. Don Russell, I have a question. When I came to California, I brought my car with me. Can I drive it back? This is the judge. This is the judge. Yes, you can even stay overnight as you drive, but no longer. Normally, I had you a paper to sign, but you authorized me to sign it. Judge, done. Anything more? Hey, the summons was served on his counsel in California, and I'd like him to confirm record that his client had been served in California lawyer. Yes, Mr. Huns made those arrangements. Judge, well, then that concludes our proceedings. Why did he let him go, Book? Why did they get Miss Man a bum? This dangerous man who was out to get R. Kelly. Why they didn't keep his ass up in there? Huh? Let me tell you why. Because at that time, he harmed himself. He did some senseless ass things to the fucking alleged accusers and victims. If it was to hurt Mr. Robinson Kelly, why didn't they keep him in there? Oh, you did this shit to do what? You did this shit, nobody. Why? All right, Book. Explain that shit. I can go on and 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 on. Looking for this other goddamn article too, but because this is with the judge and all of that stuff. But you wasn't down there, and you could not take this man's word from what he said on not just one occasion. He said this shit on 1, 2, 3, 4 tops. Texas again, and Nick at Night. He left. You don't even know where the fuck he was at, though, do you? No, you don't even know. You don't even know where the fuck he was. So we can only go off of his words. He used to be down there, told you, tap dance and all that shit. You couldn't even accept that, nigga. You went as far as getting a fucking interview with his sister. You brought his own family member out here to try to shame on him on something about a family fucking issue. That was a family issue. Anything where you feel like that your fat ass can squeeze through the fucking crack to downgrade or to get in the middle of people's personal fucking shit, that's where you are. Just squeezing and sweating ass nigga. That's where you are. Made no sense. You don't have to go get that that man's sister to come out here to shit on him, to bag him so that you can look fucking good behind a fucked up ass story that you was pushing out here. Because her narrative about her story was about how she felt that Don Russell was a liar and this or that, but pertaining to them. She didn't do all this, but she wasn't around that man all her life either. It looks like that they needed family intervention on that lady show on the TV where that, her. That's what it looked like, but you jumped your ass into that too, because you had to make yourself be somebody behind that person. You're behind a people nigga ass motherfucker. That's what you do. That's what you do. You have to use that. But that's here, near, there. That was his family member. You had to jump in there. He told the story. I left. You know he had to be gone in order to have this indie bill business, because that takes fucking time. That takes time. He also told you, which I don't know if you verified it or not, it wasn't my business to go verify it, that he had to use a credit card. He had to use a credit card to go and help pay for the fucking moving trucks, because all the fucking niggas who he names and shit that he done called out, that left him high and dry. You never came back out here to contest what the fuck that bus driver was saying either about Drunken Larry. He said that he had some memoirs and some shit. Y'all remember that shit? You ain't say shit about that. Did you go get those from the bus driver? Did you do that? That man that was on the Nick at Night who said he stole the motherfucking shit. You ain't do shit about that either. Nick at Night was like, huh? You did what? And I was with him. Huh? Yeah, him. Do you know that they didn't even bring that nigga on the stand? And he came out here with a whole bunch of paid information, allegedly, from your guy, Drunken Larry. You think I don't know this whole motherfucking story, how it went down, though, do you? I just made a lot of business, not my motherfucking business, because I've been listening to somebody that say, mind your business. Sometimes it works, but sometimes you have to jump your ass in a little something to hold your own fucking integrity out here, and that's what the fuck I'm doing. So Don Russell, he said it was a year ago, 20 plus years of a relationship with this man. He said that he heard the I Admit song. That's what he said. These are his words. And I was like, word. He said that this can't be for real, you big dummy. That's what he said. These are his words. That's what Don Russell said. This shit can't be for real. He's hearing this shit. And in other words, he's saying, not again. Not again. You better be glad his ass ain't come over and get that goddamn wash and dry from your ass. But since you got evicted, nigga, we know you ain't got that. You probably had a yard sale, sold shit for your up and coming fucking new goddamn rent and shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's what you do. He said that there is no way that Mr. Kelly can be broke. Turn around. He drove to the studio. He said that he met with Mr. Robert Kelly, told and asked R. Kelly, say this ain't so. Say you're not going through this shit again. That's not Russell words. I'm gonna quote it right here. Right here. Right here, nigga. Right here. He stated that Kelly broke everything down to him. That's his words. I was like, word? Okay. So he says that he owned the recording studio. He worked with Sony, AR director, associated producer on Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac show, resources. You even tried to debunk that shit, nigga. You tried to debunk his credentials about being on the fucking Bernie Mac show, nigga. I bet your ass spent all motherfucking day trying to pull that shit up so you can blast him on that shit. Because that's what the fuck you do. One of them other fucking multiple personalities just jumped out of no fucking where and told you to spend all fucking day to pull up that man shit about the Bernie Mac show. I bet you pulled that shit up. I bet you wasted all fucking day since you ain't got no job and got fired from Metro Petrol, from eating fucking ho-hos and letting your niggas drive off with free gas, spent all fucking day pulling up this man credentials. And it's facts, nigga, because you posted up Don Russell fucking resume. Oh, I can't find that on there. I can't find that on there. Nigga, we couldn't find that you was a motherfucking hero on your fucking resume. But who the fuck complained? Not me. I don't give a fuck because you put transgender on your fucking goddamn resume. If you got to shake your ass and drop it like it's hot, sometimes it is what it is. I understand the hustle of the fucking game. The fuck? I ain't no fucking kid. I'm not no kid. He said that he resources connections in the industry. That's what he said. He had resource connections. He started a tech company, and that's a fact because I saw the fucking video. I did. I saw the video. Bunch of little white, excuse my language, white people standing around. He's working with integrated people, all different colors, all different backgrounds and everything. They standing right there with the computers and shit on. I was like, well, okay. But it take a nigga like you to say he stole that money to probably buy them motherfucking computers because that's the type of fucking evil spirit that you have. But that's you. That's your thing. Twitch your ass all day, nigga. Wear your skirts the whole fucking year. Pap don't give a fuck. A restaurant business. That must have been some truth to that because he said that he called Sharon Winbush because she was on the phone with his mother, chopping it up. Mother don't even know who she really talking to. So Don jumped in the shit. That's what he said. Well, hey, let me see who you are. Let me meet you. Should have called your ass because you could have told Don that the motherfucker was dead like you did when you went at it with Sharon Winbush. Get your game Monopoly playing ass motherfucking ass out of here and want to tell me that I'm out here on a motherfucking house. I'm about to take people money. Are you out your fucking mind? Nigga, I could drive to New York day in and day out, motherfucker, in 2 cars that I ain't never got to give back to am motherfucker out here. Why? You want to know what the fuck I'm working with? My mouth is my motherfucking power. And if you use yours the wrong way, like I said, you rub my side the wrong way, and today you did by that fucking post that I just so happened to run across for nothing. I'm looking, nigga, I'll stalk your ass like that. And if I was, I can't miss you anyway. You a big ass motherfucker. I can look around this way, I'm going to see your ass. And look that way, I see your motherfucking ass. You turn to the side, nigga, I'm still going to see your ass. There's no way the fuck around to miss you. You're big. It is what the fuck it is. So stop, get your ass out of denial. I don't look big. Nigga, you done suck that shit in as far as you can fucking go and you still fucking big. Don't matter. I've been pissed at your ass since you wasted that fucking vest suit. It hurt my fucking feelings because I thought your ass was going to get 2 abs, nigga, but you didn't. Been fucked up mad about your ass on that shit. He said that he did not want to be on another manager team. Responsibility to shareholder to not take on any more responsibilities of that job type because he's the president and CEO of his own company. That wasn't good enough for you. You have to come out and you have to shit on that. Come out and shit on that. He says that he was his consultant advisor. Now, I would think being a consultant advisor is a good position compared to a fucking mentee. right now. Because what I'm learning from you being R. Kelly's mentee, you ain't learned the motherfucking thing. R. Kelly done wasted nothing but time and effort and sweat and fucking money if he done gave you some on your sorry ass. He should have wrote your ass off on his taxes. That's what the fuck he should have done. Got some of his damn money back for your ass. Spoke to Kelly about exterminated confidential conversation. Kelly said, this is Don's words. This is what he said. I don't trust nobody. And when I read this and when I'm listening to Don, this is his words. Nigga, I just so happen to be sitting here just in school, just learning. That means he ain't trust your motherfucking ass either. You was on the list. And that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it. He ain't trust you either. Kelly was managed by James Mason. That's what they said. John Holder, his account holder. Now he's sitting in, he telling you that his money is gone and the nigga, you ain't had shit to say about John Holder. Did you go find out what John Holder did with the goddamn money? Did you do that yet? You ain't, you have no credentials of being the FBI, the CIA, a crossing guard, a swim guard, of the local fucking police, nigga. You can't solve no motherfucking crimes out here. You can't do shit, nothing. Tell a nigga to hold on a minute because I was fixing me some seafood. That's all the fuck you good for. Where your credentials? You the one playing the fucking police siren. Ooh, ooh, which one was it? Was it this one? Ooh, ooh, was it that one? Or was it the real one? Woo, 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 you know, the bad boys. Which one is it? Now, you know it's two different kinds. Goldman Sachs, IT guys to build the new platform, the investors, roundtable with everybody. Don said R. Kelly liked it. So who am I or who are you or anybody else to even remotely think that it wasn't possible for Mr. Kelly to have this private conversation with Don Russell to say, I like that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the multiple repetitions of everybody saying he's broke, he's broke. Now, let me really reiterate to your fat motherfucking ass on this shit. You mean to tell me that there's a businessman in his fucking ear telling him, hey, listen, I got the IT guys to build new platforms. We could get some investors and we got roundtable up with everyone. He wasn't leaving nobody out of this, but your goofball, boufale ass motherfucker. You gonna leave your ass out. Okay? You weren't gonna do nothing but try to rob you a little bit of it. So you stay your fat ass over there. That's what Don Russell said that he told R. Kelly. So I'll ask you again. Who are you and who am I or any other of these people here to actually know if there was a private conversation or if there wasn't? You can only goddamn it assume some shit. And the way I assumed it, whether it makes me an ass or not, it was my assumption until I saw differently, which I have not just yet. The case ain't over. It still ain't over. Ain't over just yet. So hold on tight to your whitey tighties, fat motherfucker, because I ain't done yet. Not just yet. R. Kelly liked it. You mean to tell me that this man, Don Russell, who holds an impeccable fucking resume because you put the bitch up and I saw the bitch and I screenshot and I have it. You mean to tell me that this man here was not capable of bringing a financial comeback for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly without you bringing your bubblegum bumping ass out of here telling everybody, oh, he's about to take the money, he's about to take the money. And the way that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly financial situations were, you mean to tell me that hearing some ideas like this and knowing who's going to put the ideas out for him to help him, he knows that Don Russell brought him this fucking proposition. And you mean to tell me that Mr. Kelly wouldn't have been capable enough to go after the nigga who he done sat with allegedly and came up with, we got to get you a comeback. You need money. He done already told you, bro. Everybody out here is saying that he's broke. So you mean to tell me that Mr. Kelly wouldn't have been able to say, well, is Don Russell still in my shit? He had me set this up, and set this up. You mean to tell me he couldn't do that on his own book? Couldn't do it. You know why? Because it's people like you that wouldn't give it a chance. You shot every motherfucking proposition that he was taking to people to build him some quick money back up. I have that story too, but I can't get into it right now. I gotta bounce, nigga, because I'm about tired of bouncing on your ass right now. To build this man income back up as fast as he could. You thought that, or you insinuated, or you put the message out here that Don Russell's stealing the money. Mr. Kelly wasn't gonna be smart enough to go after him either. It took you and Sharon Winbush, all you motherfuckers, you tore him down. So now it left him in a bag. But I can't help but to notice after you tore down the propositions allegedly that Mr. Don Russell and R. Kelly may have had when he came back so that he could have this comeback financially. If they tore down, you know what the fuck you did, nigga? I'm gonna tell you what the fuck you did. Clicked on your live stream every motherfucking day. The kids need money, and this need money. Then the defense fund came. You went and saw all kind of motherfucking ways to raise fucking money that would have literally probably took your motherfucking ass 20 fucking years to do, because you weren't getting a motherfucking damn thing from me. Not from me. Not one motherfucking thing. And them people that you were sitting with over there, they weren't finna give you no motherfucking thousands. Now you can tell right now, half of them motherfuckers ain't even paying fucking rent, let alone you. You wanted to push you wanted to be the man to control the financial situation out here to help R. Kelly. You nigga, a motherfucker that got evicted out of motherfucking 1-bedroom apartment. Give me a motherfucking break. What your motherfucking credentials, nigga, is sucks. It sucks. You're pathetic. You want to take the credentials and the possibility that this stuff was probably on point to help him get that $1 million that he took over there. In the article, the guy who he was working with, he said it in his own words. It was probably something wasn't uncomfortable to him about what Don Russell was proposing to him to make the fucking million. It was just uncomfortable to him about this other guy was kind of uncomfortable with it. I have it. I just can't. I have the fucking article, nigga. I just can't get into it right now. I gotta fucking bounce, but I'm gonna finish this one right here. You didn't know. You just insinuated, flipped the story, flopped the story, made it a horrible thing. I agree with you that what Don Russell did, and he agreed with himself. And not against his mother, but his own mother told him, son, just be careful. I don't know if there's something that you might. His own mother did that shit. And his mother is the one, if I am not mistaken, that worked with him on his previous tax. So you mean to tell me that they're going to help clean up, fuck is the paperwork, a $7 million of fucking taxes and then turn around years fucking later and hurt his motherfucking taxes? What the fuck they do that shit at? Oh, I forgot. Let Bookham tell. Let you tell the fucking story. He says here that and Kelly liked the idea. I don't know that for a fact, and your motherfucking ass don't know that for a fact, because to my understanding, Kelly don't talk to niggas about all his personal financial knowledge. I guess to my understanding from what I read and what I looked up or whatever, when he talks, that's why you got to close the door and knock before your bitch ass come in. Or did you just walk in? Did you just do like one of the girls? Did you just go into the fucking room and overheard the fucking, which way was it, Nick? Was you up in there bouncing your big ass around in his fucking mansion? Was it you? You never know. Was it you that kept the fucking food from the girls because your fat ass was eating all the shit up, nigga? Did you raid the refrigerators? Was it you? Talk about somebody. I ain't done yet. I'm gonna be done though. He said new properties, investors gifted it. Finances were in a total. Don covered what he could with his permission, with R. Kelly permission of his shareholders. So do you think if Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is rocking fucking shareholders out here, that Don Russell was easily to go up in these people's offices and all of this shit and manipulate and or even look like R. Kelly, to sit down with R. Kelly motherfucking shareholders to change up any motherfucking thing? Do you think that shit worked that way? Because I don't think that shit worked that way. Because you can't get to my motherfucking shareholders unless I've written up something and you're there in a fucking meeting. I've introduced you to my shareholders and we working together. That's the only fucking way. That's the only fucking way. Let's move on. Because you wants to keep saying this shit with Don Russell, Don Russell. I can't protect Don Russell no more than what his mama tried to do. I don't know him. Punk ass nigga. They got in touch with higher level marketing. This is what Don said. People that would help rebuild a new brand for his ass. And you knew that these people out here was tearing down his fucking brand. You knew it. Because you helped, nigga. When you set your ass over there on the intellectual motherfucking show. You did. Running your role play. When that goddamn cousin Levi said that we would need 1,000 fucking signatures to send down to the prosecutor, nigga, why didn't you hold your fucking hand up and said you fucking object? Why? Huh? No, you giggle, nigga. You giggled. Shit was cool with you. Fuck you do. Lick the fucking stamps and mail them out. Fuck you do. Excuse my French, y'all. Excuse my French. He said that, I'm going to repeat it again, that they got in touch with the higher level marketing people that would help rebuild a new brand. So if you have this man coming out here, these are Don Russell words, telling the whole world what the hell he was about to do. I can understand it. And like I say, I can respect those. If you feel like he did this just to be, what's the word, you guys? Shady, undercover. I'm going to tell it to y'all face. And I'm going to do it while I'm telling y'all. I can respect you people. Everybody, you have your way of thinking about it. I did not look at it like that. I did not. Nobody comes out and tell you they goddamn blueprints in your face like this. They don't tell you this shit in your face like this. To turn around and get themselves caught up in a fucking case that he's going to have to pay for and take down another person. That's just what I see. That's my opinion. And I like for my opinion to be respected the same way that I respect yours. Not you, Booker. Talking about the fucking chat room. Fuck your goddamn opinion. Fuck you. He says that they were on tour, heard about the Lifetime docuseries. Don launched a team of investigators. You tell me why, Booker. Why would Don launch a team of investigators to go after Robert Sylvester Kelly? To do what? Why? You explain that theory. Because if I was out to hurt him, I ain't finna hire no fucking investigators to do so. He was hiring the investigators from what he said, in my opinion, to find out who was doing what to his friend. That's what he said. His friend. And every time I heard him say friend, book him, I was like, damn, that's a brother's keeper there. So if Don was fooling me or everybody else, then so be it. But so be it. But for you to come out here to constantly try to tie fucking fish knots together, that's crazy. That's crazy because people have an opinion. So that's what he kept saying. The same way you out here believing what other people are saying and people are believing what you're saying, what makes you think that other people don't have that right to do so? Say a friend multiple times. That's what he said. He asked Kelly what happened to all of his money. Don said he explained to him about his royalties to Kelly. Did you go and explain his royalties? Did you explain Kelly's royalties to him? Or were you too busy, in your words, making sure that he was asleep up in the hotel because he wasn't feeling good while you was over at the B-More, whatever, in that fucking hotel with the two girls that showed up on Glory Aldridge with the LL and because you was boning them? Which is, did you run off with R. Kelly girlfriends or the girls that liked him? Which way it was? Because Kelly was asleep. That's what you said. That's what you said. Kelly wasn't feeling good. You went to entertain. That's what the fuck you said. Say you and Kip did. That's what the fuck you said. That's your words. You and Kip went to entertain, nigga. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the two goddamn women appeared on Glory Audrey with fucking LL Cool J. Because I was high. And I was due to this stuff. And I was even due to this. You ain't even had nothing to say about them two women much. Probably had a date with them right after the show. I don't know. But you see how easy people can say those type of things like that? He said that he asked Kelly what happened to all of his money. Don said he had to explain to his royalties to Kelly. A, the performance, B, the mechanics, C, download. I'm reading nothing about Bookham doing anything for R. Kelly. The royalties are collected. Your label handled that. Distribution, he's telling people about the royalties, how they're collected, how the label handled that. His label handled his royalties, the distribution part of it. Girdley, disbursement, songs owned. RCA gave access to a song portal and his BMI. They started digging. RSK Enterprise, Archive, a contract. He said that they own 10% of his publishing. You know how you was able to tell us that, Bookham? Because you heard Don Russell tell us that whole fucking story. And then you had to come back and steal his story, slander him, put him under the bus, tell him he going to jail because he did this and he stole the music and he lied about the break-in of the van and all that stuff. But then you came back with the whole fucking exact accuracy of what the fuck Don Russell put out here first about the fucking royalties. I remember that motherfucking live you did. I was sitting over here mouth dropping. Oh, okay. All right, Booker. Do your thing, nigga. Keep listening and keep rebuttaling it back out there. Make it your shit. That's what you did. That's what you was doing. He said he hawked off, borrowed against his publishing. He told the world. R. Kelly borrowed off of his publishing. What you do about that, Book? Did you find out? Is that true or not? 900 million borrowed by Daryl McDavid. 900 million. But you wants to shit on Don Russell and everybody else. When Don Russell is sitting out here telling you exactly what happened to his fucking royalties. He also told you that Daryl McDavid borrowed almost 900 million. You ain't done a goddamn thing to Daryl McDavid. And if you ask me, 900 million, that should have been the damn nigga. You should have been out here, be like, oh, where my minty money at? You ain't done none of that. 900 million. Do y'all know? I remember when what's his name? Was it Cat Williams or Kevin? What's this? The Hart boy. He's like, it's hard to even say 900 million. 900 million, a boom, 900. I was like, ooh, that's a big. But you ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing on that. Nothing. Daryl McDavid. Did you look that up? Come back live and tell us, is it true? Did Daryl McDavid somehow borrow 900 million or was it Don Russell? Which one was it? Look that shit up, nigga. You got a homework assignment. Do that shit. Don Russell notified Kelly that he did not own anything. Did you notify Mr. Kelly that he did not own anything? Did you do that? Probably not, Nick, because you was over at the club shaking your ass with them two hoes. Yeah, the one that hung out with Glory. Got high. Yeah, you was too busy. Too busy getting prepared for your fucking actor movie with your skirt on. That's what you was too busy doing. But this man over here is out there telling the freaking world about what happened to R. Kelly's stuff. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. So you can't take ownership for that shit. He says that he didn't own anything. He was renting in an apartment. He took out a mortgage. Joan Sullivan and Linda Mitch took out a fucking mortgage. What you gonna do about that, Booker? You ain't got nothing. What you gonna do about Joan and Linda? Because they got their share out of it. They behind his back. Mr. Kelly didn't even know that these people went and took out another mortgage. You ain't done shit about that. I'm trying to get you to complete your minty police skills. You won't do that, nigga. Go find out some other shit. Go do that. For you, I release you of your fucking job duties, your job description. We're gonna turn your ass into a grocery bagger, nigga. Because that's what the fuck you do. Don Russell brought in an entertainment attorney. He said that he alarmed Kelly that the money is coming in, but it's not coming to him. Where is the money going? Booker, where is R. Kelly's money going? And why was it that Don Russell was the person that was telling R. Kelly, alarming him that your money is coming in, it's just not coming to you? Huh? Oh, let me guess. Because you ain't got nothing to talk about but bullshit, shits and giggles, and degrade people and integrate yourself into situations that you don't even fucking belong in. I know you busy raising the money for the tombstone. I get it. You could be a little busy. Put that in your schedule, nigga. Put it in your schedule. That's what you do. He said, Kelly, allowance was $100,000 weekly. He thought the money was being put in errors that would be produced a return. Don mentioned manager account earnings, property, nightclubs entries, use numbers to secure it, Social Security set up things to take in cash. Then a tax problem, 18 million. Then another tax problem. Apparently, and assumingly that there was more after what his mother and probably him was trying to take care of. Probably was more, right? He said that the general manager, Daryl McDavid, Barry Hankerson, hired Daryl. What he said, he came out here and told everybody the blueprints of what was going on, step by step, step by step, step by step. And all of that talking you was doing over there, and you was the mentee and things, not once did you come out here to stick your head out on the platter to even get a cut, to get a small wound. You ain't did shit. You ain't a soldier, nigga. You didn't even get a small cut for your goddamn from your mentor. Hold on one second, you guys. Not one. Sorry, you guys, and I hate cutting my lives, but let's move on because I'm almost done here because I have to go. Wait, I got to go drop off something. So, but yeah, you didn't do nothing about that. He said 18% of Kelly's entire publishing catalogs were signed over to Barry. But yet then you came out here and said that this man was stealing all of this money. So there's 18% gone. Barry and Lolita. After 36 years, 50% of publishing should be returned back to R. Kelly. Is it returned back to him, Booker? That's another job for you. Go and find out from Barry and Lolita, why hasn't 50%, 58% of R. Kelly's money returned back to him? You figure that out. See all this shit you could be doing for your mentee? But no, you want to go and put a tombstone on somebody you don't even fucking know. On somebody you ain't shared one tear for. You make it make sense. Your priorities fucked up, dude. Your mentee need fucking money. And right here, you could have been getting it with your fake cop ass credentials. But it is what it is, right? Zombie to Sony. Don stated that Kelly should have had a better deal. Did you figure that out? Did he get a good deal or did he get a bad deal. Which one is it, Booker? Now, how is it that Don Russell can come out here and tell us that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was getting bad deals, shaky deals, but your ass ain't mentioned shit about it? And you've been out here, what, 2-3 years and a year over there on that motherfucking Facebook and shit? Now you all goddamn it behind fake profiles on Twitters and shit, stalking my motherfucking shit, huh? Lying to them people, huh? Is that what you're doing, huh? You want Yuck Mouth to stop now? Should I stop or should I keep the fuck going? I gotta go. I got to go. Why does Barry own 18% of Kelly's publishing? Well, that you were able to speak on because you pulled that shit up, Nick. You pulled that shit up. And then, of course, you heard everybody else speaking on it, and most of it you stole from Don. You stole his shit, rephrased it, put it up. Yeah, you did. Shorthanded it, made it sound juicy, like it was your shit. I bet you, I wish Don was copyright. It just struck your motherfucking ass. Why does Barry, that's what you said, 23, 24, just happy to sign. That's what he said. R. Kelly was just 23, 24 years old. He was just happy to sign a contract. Knew he was going to be making some kind of money. It wasn't probably much or whatever, but he knew it. Oh, finally got me a contract. He married, they say marriage with Aaliyah. Rob had left that he had a tour apart from Aaliyah. Barry gave a part of Kelly percent to Aaliyah's mother. Did you figure that? Did you look that up? I don't know if that's true. That's what he said. Said that he gave a percent to Aaliyah's mother. That's what he said. Horton, C. Claire, and Savages, and the mother's relationship. He talked about the mother's relationship. Did you find out if that was true? Did the mothers, the Savage and the Clary, did they have the relationship? He told you that he was on the stage. Police came. He had to break up the fight. That's what he said. If Mr. Don Russell was out to get Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, why the fuck he break the fight up on stage for him? Huh, Book? He could let them goddamn women just battle it out, right? He broke the fight up. Wasn't that, to my understanding, that would be protecting. He was protecting him right there on stage. Told you he was there. But I know something that you don't know. It wasn't your motherfucking ass. He said that this is what he shared with him. This is what Kelly shared with him. Wasn't you that broke that shit up? You want to know why? Because you wasn't nowhere around. You was prepared. You was somewhere getting prepared to put your purple wig on with your little glove sleeve arm shit on and your stilettos. That's where the fuck you was. Did the setup start with Kelly, Horton, Clary, Savage, father of Aaliyah? He said that the father of Aaliyah pulled the gun on Rob. John and Alice, he said, slept with Rob. Then perpetuate sex toys with his names. Is that true? Did they do that? Because I couldn't help to notice that you don't speak on that shit either. You don't do that either. Angelo put the deals in front of him. He said that lingerie boutique wanted Kelly to get involved. You didn't speak on that shit either. Did you even try to go shut that shit down? Nope. Because you don't want that little cut on your finger. You only want to stick a fake ass IV on your finger with a Band-Aid and come back to tell your people that you weren't feeling good so that you can get a few cash apps. So when they check your ass out that hospital, you take your ass to get some goddamn shrimps and corn. That's what the fuck you wanted. Fathers went on a revenge, he said, to hurt Rob. The money dried up. Azarel started listening to Angelo. Then she saw and ran back home. The whole thing played out just like how he came out here and told us. Everything played out. Every single thing. Part two, he says, Don says that Kelly and him are friends. Don went on Broadway. People started throwing Don names in the dirt. Who talked about Don Russell's Broadway show? Who mimicked it and made fun of it? That motherfucker did. That's jealousy, nigga. You showed nothing but jealousy traits. You said, get it out the mud. Everybody said, get it out the mud. But if that was his way of getting it out the mud by putting on tap dance shoes and working with some of the star people out here, you have to laugh at that. Now I get to sit over here and laugh at your goofy ass as a grown ass fucking man who got evicted out your fucking apartment, had to return a fucking car back that you got to even still pay for, and who went across state line and wrote up his own fucking paperwork to a judge trying to explain to a judge why you feel like that you shouldn't have to pay child support. Do I need to go the fuck on? Because I have your fucking resume. I have your resume too. I just ain't never tried to come out here and do all this shit because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You done nothing. You done absolutely nothing. You went downtown, you did your little protests and all that shit. Okay, kudos. Why you can't stay that person? But let's go on. What would be the motive of keeping Kelly in jail? It's $1 million question though, right there, book. He said for five means tactics to discredit him so no one will listen to him. What did the public do out here? They started discrediting him. The parents came out and was pushing the narratives very strong. Media was pushing the narratives very, very strong. What did you do about that, book? You ain't even got no sauce and no juice to shut the media down from the shit that they were saying about your minty. Did you think that your little 4.5 minute of fame down at the Cook County building with that little ass towel standing by them sisters was going to stop this media from doing that? Because it didn't. He says that the research that Kelly and Don had friended paints a different picture, and it really doesn't have anything to do with this stuff. No, the RICO trafficking enterprise. Well, there goes your favorite word, Brooklyn, the enterprise. And you're the only one that is sitting out here that wants to make Don Russell the one person of the enterprise that is holding Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly detained in fucking New York. Just that one person. Because I don't never hear you mentioning nobody else fucking name about the end. It was Don Russell. 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 And according to this fucking indictment that I have on my paper over here, it was more than him. It was more than him that was included that made up this fucking group of people where they assume that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is carrying out a fucking enterprise. But you won't talk about that. Just Don Russell. That's it. I'm trying to understand that shit. Make it make sense though. But that's what you said. Sent message to Don Russell to change the narrative, right? He didn't send the message to your ass because he knew you was going to fuck it up. He didn't know if you was going to either do a twinkle toe ass motherfucking show or come as your fake RoboCop. That's why he ain't call on your ass. You don't know what the fuck a cross-dresser gonna do and what the fuck you gonna say. See, you think that you're at that level where you can stand out there in front of them video cameras or the audio camera like you did in NYC to have that type of intellectual conversation, but your shit don't flow, nigga. I'm gonna tell you what I mean. You got to think about it. Your questions, and to be perfectly and bluntly honest with you, none of that shit made sense to it when you was down there trying to interview the one man sitting at the table. I'm going to tell you why, because your ass can't stop fucking eating. Had that been ABC or NBC and MNBC, nigga, you can't fucking take a break to eat. I'd have docked every fucking penny of your check. Are you fucking kidding me? The people wanted the news. And when you're delivering the news, it's usually two people involved, the interviewee and the interviewer. But he had to sit down with a fucking eater. And you left that nigga alone. Sit your bum ass down. Sit your bum ass down. Don thinks that his attorney is working with the other side. He brought out the information to you guys about allegedly what Greenberg was doing. There was a few people that disagreed. There was a few people that agreed with it. But look what happened. There was no more Greenberg. There was no more Greenberg, right? Welcome played with Greenberg, though. Yeah. Tried to convince him about where the money was at with the defense fund, giggle wiggled and everything. Had you not been down there tickling in Greenberg butthole, you'd have probably figured out the way this man did that something just ain't right about Greenberg on his defense for Mr. Kelly. You ain't have time for that, nigga, because that other personality you comes out of you and you don't know when it's going to come out. You had to go tickle on them niggas instead of taking care of serious business. That's you though. So you gotta watch them motherfucking multiple characters, nigga. Them niggas will jump out on you, have you doing some crazy ass shit. And you need to get diagnosed for that when you went to have get diagnosed for your CTE. They was trying to tell you that fucking brain injury that you have is going a long fucking way. It has allowed a whole bunch of motherfucking ghosts come in your fucking head and turn you to a different type of exorcist ass motherfuckers. A gay one, you got all type of exorcist bitches up in your fucking head. Fuck you. Fuck you. It is what it is though. That's your mentee, not mine. That's your mentee, not mine. He's the one that's got to forgive you and shake your hand and invite you back in. I ain't going in. I'm taking my black ass to work because my priorities are straight over here. Let's get that right. Let's get that right. He said that Rob met with Greenberg, Don, and another girl in the studio. Kelly said to Don, Greenberg is his choice. So how is it that Don is trying to hurt Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly if Mr. Kelly is telling Don, listen, this is who I choose right now. He didn't want to listen to Don at that time. He didn't. That's who he had at the moment. So you take him away, I could tell that Kelly may have been a little nervous right there. Well, you take this attorney away from me, well, then who do I have? I don't have any more money to get me anything right now. You know what I'm saying? And God behold, if he'd have left it in your motherfucking hand to get him an attorney, because you was a broke ass motherfucker. You just got evicted. You can't hire shit. You got to return a car. You can't hire shit. Now you wants to go down to the Cook County and hire some motherfucking goddamn attorney to get a tombstone on when you can't even get a fucking attorney for your goddamn mentee. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. You don't want to, Booker. You don't want to. The same way you got that smoke, I got that smoke. The same way it is. But you wrong. You wrong as fuck out here. You have shitted on every single body out here. Everybody. In the same way you cross-dress is the same way your attitude is. You cross back over to them. You talk about it, you degrade them, you want to shoot them, you want to gangbang them up, you want to put their shit on the screen, and then next month later, it's all cool because you got to cross back over. You got to try to keep shit balanced out. You want to try to keep a tool in your fucking pocket in case you need it, when all these people out here should know that you ain't shit. You ain't shit. He said that he reached out to Greenberg. He asked him to attack the smaller cases, get victory for the girls to get some momentum. That's what Don Russell said. That's what he told. He was giving advice. He was trying to give advice. That was not good enough for you. Major case, Kelly would have a momentum Mesereau. Jeff Sternbach, he talked to you. They negotiated. He would not work. They would not work with Greenberg. They would not work with him. But you did, nigga. You called them up every day, sending all kind of crazy ass shit down there, influencing them this way, influencing them this way. And by golly, I hoped and prayed that they wouldn't take nothing from you because they were some high-paying, these are high-paying attorneys who done dealt with, he was dealing with the murder case. What is he listening to you for? He knew it was some shit in your ass when you sat there to myself. I think it's just only $200 some in the defense fund. Nigga. You told this shit to a white man too. You might have got away with that shit had you tell it to a black attorney. You might. You sit there tell that shit to that white man who been in the law office for how many fucking years? And you tried to play tricks on his fucking man. And you want people to trust what you say. Boy, bye. Greenberg, he said that Nora been at this level before, too big of a case. He was saying that this might be too big of a case for him. Why would Greenberg want to keep this case? Why not pass it along to a bigger criminal defense? And by holy, look what happened, y'all. Y'all put them thumbs up in the chat room because this shit went to a bigger criminal defense team by the name of Canny. That goes with and the other people. I don't want to leave them out because they are a team. They are a team. One female, rest men. It got moved. Bookham, you ain't moved shit. You ain't do that. He said Don had a team to write a press release for 2 minutes on TMZ. Kelly made a decision to move, finding another place and could not focus anymore. Greenberg reported that the statement Kelly gets that he got arrested. Some of the civil cases were contract. When Greenberg said, answer, we will continue to fight the case that entered Kelly into the contracts that he did not have. Don says that the statement that they tried to push was a statement that Kelly did not have to enter into. Did you fix that? Did you go down since you was buddies with the Anton and the Greenberg and look over to make sure that that was factual? Did you go check it out? You say you're the receipt man, you deal with facts only. You go down to Greenberg, you call him up, you could have had him fax you over some shit to follow up to make sure that if that was factual or not, but you didn't. You just came out here and shit it on this damn man. You did. And I don't know the facts. I don't know him. But sometimes you got to try to trust somebody who came and stuck his neck out, got it chopped off. He's going to have to deal with what he's going to have to deal with. And he apologized that I did this and I did that. And to put the sauce on the fucking cake book. And he did all of this and he did all of that. And you're the fucking cop. You know, you still ain't winning arrested, Don. You ain't done a goddamn thing to him. Nothing. You ain't went and fucked him up. You ain't went and did shit. Nothing. Yeah, I'm sure he ain't hard to find. He go to Indy Bill. Go take your ass over there and read him his Miranda rights. See what you can do. It's Don says that the statement, I'm gonna read it again, that was tried to push was a statement that Kelly did not have to enter into. It does not consent. Uniform Control Code. He said, it was not going to move forward. And that was under the Uniform Control Code, UCC Rights 1.308. Individual does not have to form a contract with the judicial system, which is a corporation. Didn't hear nothing about Bookham trying to jump in on that to see what was going on. I didn't. Not at all. Can't find your name on shit constructive about this man with R. Kelly. I can't. And I've been searching. I can't find it. You goes after all that time and post up a 15, what grade you had to be about 15-year-old ass foosball picture with a fucking CTE injury of a CAT scan that you got 30 years fucking later after playing. And you can't tell me your ass ain't had a motherfucking headache that been triggered that fucking brain injury earlier on? The fuck out of here. Greenberg stated that the fight was staged. Azarel tried to extort Kelly for the money. He said no. Why didn't Kelly have Azarel locked up for extortion? Then Azarel flipped to contact Shabazz, flew to California and got paid. The end, motherfucker. Ain't you gonna do something about that? Go over there, leave the goddamn dog, because the dog got some exorcism in him too. I don't want the goddamn dog. R. Kelly get out, he want another dog. All his goddamn supporters will give him a brand new fucking foreign ass dog if he want to. Well, fuck with that dog. That dog guy gonna have some all type of kind of exorcisms in it. Did Azarel, after meeting with Shabazz, did she get paid after that book? You should know the answer to that. Did Shabazz pay that As Is Entertainer guy? Did he even pay Azarel for doing that 15 minutes of fame with him? Because you know he made money off that shit allegedly. He's a money maker. He didn't do that shit for free. But see, you got to figure if Azarel needed some type of production when she was standing in that kitchen of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, nigga, you had plenty of time to get your fat ass on a plane and get her up out that house. Did you do that? I know. You know why? Because you don't like to get no cuts. Nigga, you ain't strong and built for that shit. Only your mouth is. That's it. That's it. You wasn't even down there to secure none of his shit. And you got the nerves to come out here and try to have fame and glory and clout? Are you serious? Are you serious? You want to claim what status? Did you even try to go save the man's socks? Something, nigga? Did you do that? No. You know why? Because you're a pussy ass. You don't want to get caught up in nothing. Nothing. And like I said before, what Don Russell did, he's going to be held accountable for it. And he said what he did. But he also told everybody exactly what the hell and how it was going to go down up in that courtroom. He called out every single one of these goddamn names. And guess who was on the prosecution stand? Huh? But that's just me, and that's just my opinion and how I look at it. That's it. I have no affiliation with anybody, but I am entitled to come out and put my goddamn opinions on how I see things, how I interpret things. And at that time, when Don Russell spoke, at that time on my heart, and because I know street and however he chose to do it, but that's what I saw, a brother's keeper, because that is what someone who is actually there for you, they gonna ride or die. They may have to take some hits through the storm. That hell gonna have to hit them. And if they ain't slick enough, I'll use that word, or their plan didn't fall through as they saw fit and they got caught up, he's gonna have to be okay with that. Does it hurt Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? Now it does, because for some apparent reason, they chose to implement his story, his indictment and his doings of what he did based on this Lifetime thing and on the phone with this person and shit like that. They had to glue it together to spice up their closing arguments allegedly on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But I heard the closing arguments today, Bookham, and I was wondering if you was laying in the bed while you over there sucking on a chicken bone and drinking some purple juice. Did you happen to go listen to the closing arguments? Shout out to Donnie. I believe that Sylvia had it streaming on her channel together. Did you see that Kelly put that shit down? It was impeccable. And that's something that I know that you're not at the level of doing for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So I'm glad that whoever it was and wherever they found him at, he shot down every last one of those inconsistencies of lies of what those prosecutors were saying to allow those females to say on that freaking stand about your freaking Minty. You ain't even came on and talk about that shit yet. Some people that you may hate, you might want to congratulate, because you probably ain't got a copy of the fucking closing arguments. And she did. Your ass should have been the first one in her fucking chat with your pencil and your paper listening to the fucking closing arguments. So now you can have some commentary to come back and talk about constructively to enlighten all of the people out here, but you can't do that. You got to come back out here and spit your goddamn bullshit out here in the atmosphere. So let's talk about the reasons and the motion Greenberg put out to get Kelly released. Don studies law. Rob has to terminate his attorney. Don stated that he has his way of communicating, and it's not the email. You probably sent that shit in too, right? You sent that in too. But I get it, Bookham. It's all good in the fucking neighborhood. This is just the word on the curbs. Think I'm not sitting over here taking notes, reading shit, going over shit. Got every fucking piece of thing that you probably got sitting over there. But see, sometimes my time is a little bit more valuable. My world just can't stop because of this situation going on, because I know how to prioritize my life. And my children and me and God comes first right now. And I'm going to follow suit with him. I took the whole time out to go down there to support and to bring people out with the Walk for Chaos. And it was nice. It was really, really nice. But you know, that got shit and all, because everybody has to have a spot out here. But Pap don't want no spot. I don't have time for a spot. I don't. So now that I come out and say, hey, would you ladies or you guys would like to go down and for a day or two, and we help the people that's already over in New York. This bus is going to cost this maximum amount of dollars, and we got to get two. Let's fill up two, because that was going to put like 100 more people or so out there on the streets for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But then I got your numbnut ass on your screen posting up some shit about Pap is going to do what? Pap going to do what? I never talked about it anymore. I just shot it out there, just like I will always do when something comes up like that, in case there is good people that would have been on board, say, damn, that's right, let's go, let's go, let's go. That's the only reason why. But I understand it. If I shit on you, you gonna shit back on me. You gonna shit back, and I'm gonna shit back, and we just gonna be sitting out here looking like two shitty ass black motherfuckers. And it is what it is. It's all good. Do your thing. Do your thing. Here's what it is. I don't know. A lot of these people don't know how any of this shit came out, or who job was who and what was what. You know why? Because Mr. Kelly ain't never said so. And when it comes to absolutely believing how and who and what and when and where and why, I got to hear from Mr. Kelly's mouth, not yours, and not what I got from Don Russell. Yeah, I believe that he came out to be my brother's keeper. I do. And I don't believe that he intentionally meant to harm Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And that's something that he'll probably have to live with too for the rest of his life, because he kept saying, my friend, my friend, my friend. But I'm going to say this. You need to watch out on how Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly may feel about his mother. Because if his mother had been there for him, on helping him with his taxes and helping him write stuff up and read and whatever and all of this stuff right there, yeah, might be some people that may have to answer, to that. You might have hurt someone that Mr. Kelly actually probably do love. Probably do. But you said that they've been stealing and his mother did this and did that, and you still ain't post no fucking invoice or nothing up about that. No. Sharon Winbush probably was working on trying to get something from his mother, from Don Russell's mother over there. And thank God that she was probably smart enough to know, but wait a minute, who are you? And then give her shit. I don't know. I don't know where no music and shit is at about his van getting broken into and all of that stuff like that. But you seem to have all the fucking answers. You do. And you weren't even there either. You weren't even there either. Use something else. Do your thing. Go support your man. Go wait for more money for him to send you to college and do whatever you want to do. Go. I'm all good over here. I'm all good over here. But nobody's going to take my channel from me. You could talk about me. I don't care about that stuff. That's not what you're going to do. That was my opinion. That's how I felt about it. But to have someone like you to want to come out and try to tie some shit together, them, and she part of this and she part of that. I don't know anything. Same thing with Sylvia and Randa and all of them. That's their thing over there. But for some apparent reason, you want to screenshot what the fuck I done wrote in the chat. Nigga, I'm over there for shits and giggles. And if it's funny, and if I'm in the mood for laughing, and Randa is cracking me up, especially when she posts that motherfucking motorcycle with your ass, nigga, I'm all over there cracking up. It's popcorn time. I love to laugh. But I don't know what you and Randa and all y'all shit is entangled about. But if it's giggling, nigga, I'm coming to sniggle. I'm going to laugh. And that's just that. Crazy ass. I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. I got to get help out of here. I gotta make a run.